Lots to celebrate. So that's why I want to start off with a cheers for your marriage, the success you've had in your career, and your current tour.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You got married, and your pal Randy Hauser was actually the officiant. What kind of vibe did he bring to that role?
He brought the vibe. Randy and I, we go back a pretty good ways now, over 20 years. He's one of the biggest personalities, but one of the truest characters, probably the most loyal friend I've got. When I asked him to do this, he just lit up. He's always there with the right words to say or the pat on the back. Having my buddy there officiating the thing just made it all. And it ain't the first time I've been to a wedding that he officiated. He also officiated Rob Hatch's wedding. Rob was also one of my groomsmen. We've all been marrying each other as we go, I guess.
That's awesome. You went on your honeymoon, which I'm very surprised you did so close to your tour. Were you able to actually like disassociate and have some peace before all the hustle and bustle, or were you spinning a little?
It was a good time. Brittany and I've got a place down in the Bahamas we like to go. When we get there, it's almost immediate. You just kind of snap in with the island down there.
You're currently on the last Honky Tonk tour. How has that been going? I've been seeing the pictures, and it looks like, number one, you've got a really great photographer. Number two, you've been going to some really cool places.
Yeah, I think it's going to be that way all year. Every show we do is starting to feel like they're all a celebration of something.
I got to talk about one of the hottest this year, and you're in the music video for it. Ella Langley and Riley Green's You Look Like You Love Me. How did that happen?
Well, you can't really see it.
Oh, there we go. You came prepared.
For everybody listening, I'm wearing my Ella Langley shirt that says You Look Like You Love Me. Ella and Riley invited me, and I was just absolutely giddy about it. I love both of them. I think they're great. They're both huge stars in country music now, and I couldn't be more proud. It was quite an honor to come be the mean-ass sheriff in their video.
There's some Yellowstone spin-offs that they're filming right now. Maybe you could use that as your little audition tape. Could fit right in.
Oh, baby, I think my days of auditioning for anything are well past me.
Songs that you've done for other people like George Strait and Trace Adkins, we'll get into that in a bit. Willie Nelson, Merle Haggard, and In Color, going 5 times platinum. You also served in the U.S. Marine. You've had so much life, and you're still young.
I've had a full life up to this point. I like Vince Gill put it one time. I invited him to come play some tournament. I said, you'll have a lot of fun. He kind of dropped them glasses down on me. He said, my life has had no detriment of fun. Or no deficit, maybe was the word I gave her. It's been a great time up to this. I put out a lot of songs. And even here recently, we got Midnight Gasoline, and there's another album coming this year.
Okay. What kind of vibes you got going on with that one?
I'd say it's a continuation of the story. All kinds of vibes, good and bad.
You also just released another one with your pals here, Lee Bryce, Jared Neiman, Randy Hauser, Rob Hatch, Dallas Davidson, and that said No Country Boy Ever. You guys all teamed up there. You're the Trailer Park, aka your groomsmen, minus Jeremy. So that's gotta be so much fun, making music with your friends. That music video is it's fun. Looks like you guys really had a great time.
It was a good time. Lee wrote that song with a few guys. One of them, an old friend of ours, Brian Davis, and he just started around the trailer park asking Randy to sing on this or me to sing on that. I turned around and saw, hell, it's all of us.
It's not very often you get so many on one song.
I don't think we've ever done that before. I mean, we've been playing charity shows and that kind of thing for years, but I think that's the first time all of us have come together recording on a song before. I thought it was great. I thought it was a fun little song to do, and boy, Lee wrote a great one right there. Well, I'm not a guy for music videos.
You'll do it with the right people. You'll do it for Ella and Riley. You'll do it for Lee.
Yeah, to be a guy that doesn't really care for music videos, I sure have done a bunch of them lately.
I think it's got to be hard to be real creative with them. Oh, that's what's going to hit these days. They can't be what you're doing in the 90s. You got to tell a real good story.
The young kids today, they're coming up with a lot of outlandish ideas. It's fun to watch them implement those.
That's true. I have to talk about it going way back here, but it's one of my favorite songs still to this day. It always makes me smile. Honky Tonk Padonkadonk. It's such a fun song. Trace is the perfect person to sing that song. And when I found out that you were the one behind that, I was like, this is so like not In Color. How did Honky Tonk Padonkadonk come about?
Me and Randy and Dallas, we were still in our 20s. We'd been hanging out at the Wild Horse Saloon because Rob was a bartender. He was a good bartender, and he was also a good friend, which meant that he spilled more beer than anybody else behind the bar, and he was always spilling it in our mug. So we were young and probably couldn't even afford beer, but we were standing there beside the bar at watching the dance floor. And because of what Nashville was back then, it might have even been a corporate party, but it looked like a bunch of people who weren't used to getting down together that are out on this dance floor trying to figure it out and make it work. I was watching this one gal, and they were evidently watching somebody else, but regardless, the term badonkadonk got mentioned. And right after that, the other one said honky tonk badonkadonk. I just looked over at him and I said, I'm in. We need to write that. The gal that I was watching, she had a big old booty on her. And she actually stopped doing rotation, the circular thing they were doing around the dance floor where everybody's going counterclockwise or whatever.
Hmm.
And then she turned around and just started dropping it for a couple of seconds and changed the whole rotation of the dance floor. The whole damn thing had to start going the other way. That's what fascinated me. Evidently, they were looking at somebody else.
No.
Which we didn't even know that until after we wrote the song, till years later, really.
So very organic. And you would think just a, fun night out with the guys would end up in such a fun and successful song.
I love the fact that Trace Atkins cut it too. Trace was
Hmm.
definitely the guy. That song was meant to get to his ears and for him to get it to everybody else's ears. So thank you, Trace Atkins, for cutting that song and putting me and Randy and Dallas on the map back in 2005.
Yeah, I remember I went to CMA Fest. It was back when Trey sang that song at the big stadium. I remember was that he's singing about badonkadonk, and Naomi Judd ran out, shook her badonkadonk, and then ran back off stage. It was the perfect moment.
She was a sweetheart. That's a good story.
In Color went 5 times platinum, and I noticed that it got 150 million views on YouTube. Having such a successful song like that, that's great for you and your career. You've worked towards this for so long. But what was your mental state like after that? Was it tough thinking, gosh, I've got to reach this level? I've set a new bar for myself. Or were you just saying, that's me and this is more of me that's going to come, take it or leave it?
I wouldn't say that it would be either one of those.
Okay.
I think it's great to have a song that people loved so much, but the day we wrote it, it was still the same song. So the purpose behind it was still the same. It's just a good country song. The fact that people like it that much is humbling, and I really appreciate it, but I don't worship it, and I don't dare try to copy it or emulate it in any way.
Good.
As a songwriter, God blesses us with one of those. And some people, God blesses more often than once. I do love it. I also love Give It Away that George Strait does in his show every night. That's another one that's meant an awful lot to me over the years.
Yeah, that one, when you won 2 Songwriter of the Year awards, same year for the ACM and CMAs, you have such a great outlook on things. You've got a great way with words. So it's no surprise to me that you're such a successful songwriter and an artist. It's definitely a natural talent for you.
I love what I do. I'm proud that I get to do it. There was a long time where songwriting didn't seem like it was even available to me. We were out on the road too much, working too much. And I just never take the time to write. And if I did, it was 2 or 3 songs a year. It was never enough to get in the studio and record and make an album out of them. It went a long time in between. A few years ago, I started really digging deep into the therapy for a concussion I had back in 2010. There was a breaking point in that therapy where everything just busted loose. And it was all at one time. Here come the song ideas. I can't say it came flooding back, but it was something really similar to that. I write a lot more now than I used to. I'm very thankful for that. I've learned that songwriting can also be a privilege and not just a craft.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, God, for giving me the words back.
Mm-hmm. Totally. We're all very thankful for that. Well, I'm going to leave it there on that great note. Such a great message. I want to wish you all the continued success with this tour, your song with your pals, Said No Country Boy Ever, and looking forward to some new music that you've got coming out later on.
Thank you for having me on the show, Alexa. I appreciate it.
Cheers!